About 40% of all trips are shorter than 2 miles in length, and about 50% of all the trips that we take are less than 3 miles. Those are all very doable distances on bicycles, very, very easy to do. It's an affordable form of transportation. Parking downtown, we pay anywhere from $70 to $150 a month for a parking space. It's free to use the bike cage. Bicycling is going to help reduce pollution. For every mile pedaled rather than driven, nearly 1 pound of CO2 is saved. 60% of the pollution created by automobile emissions happened in the first minutes of operation before you even get out on the road. So by taking a bicycle, you actually are saving a lot more than just mile per mile on the emissions. So some of the questions that we always get is, what about safety? Isn't it dangerous to commute by bike? What about all of those cars? You know, you've got to be crazy to ride on some of those roads. I'm afraid to ride in traffic. I don't know how to ride in traffic. Well, there's answers out there for you. Some of the statistics on bicycling and how safe it is. There were 630, they refer to them as pedal cyclist deaths in the United States in 2009. That accounted for only 2% of all traffic fatalities. 109 of those fatalities occurred in California. So California accounted for 17% of the pedal cycle fatalities. There were 51,000 injuries last year, or in 2009. California had almost 12,000 of those. Now, statistics can be a little bit misleading. If you look at this just on the face of it, it looks like California has a disproportionate share of the fatalities and the injuries resulting from bicycling. But when you stop and think about it, California has also got the majority of the cyclists. We probably have better climate and better terrain for bicycling than almost any other state. We can bicycle here in Sacramento probably 10 out of 12 months. So we actually are going to be out there more. So our exposure to the accidents is going to be greater, but it actually is no greater than other things that you try or undertake. Less than 30% of all bicycling fatalities are attributed to a motor vehicle versus a bicycle. This is really a myth. People seem to think that the fatality rate is much higher, but most of the accidents for bicycles are single bicycle accidents. People fall down. They fall down because they hit an object. They either hit a curb, they run into gravel or wet pavement, and they don't know how to handle their bike. Improper turning, they're startled, they don't know how to react correctly. They ride a bicycle that's too big for them or isn't fit to them properly. So there's all kinds of things that contribute to these types of accidents. Between 2006 and 2008, the 5 highest primary collision factors were riding on the wrong side of the road, improper turning, bicycling under the influence, not obeying traffic signals and signs, and automobile right-of-way violating that. So the majority of these collision factors are all behavioral issues. It's illegal to ride on the wrong side of the road, and yet people do it. It's illegal to run a stop sign or a stoplight, and yet people continue to do it.